Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trails in the Sky, second chapter. It's me, your host, Logic Blade, and we're back at it again after a brief one-day break. I am trying to do this every single day, but obviously, life can get in the way of such things, so yeah. In any case, we're back on track after finishing up Chapter 1 last time we played. We found Blue Blanc in the Genus Royal Academy's old schoolhouse. We challenged the archaism he had under his control to a fight, and he showed us just how outmatched we were by pinning our shadows to the ground and laughing at us. If not for Dorothy with the timely save, we would have been stuck there for God knows how long. In any case, let's jump right into Chapter 2, shall we? We did a few side quests back in Rouen at the end of the chapter, just so we could get ourselves set up properly. How is my sound, actually? Let's fix that just a little bit. That's better. So, as you can see, everything on Chapter 1. Bright red circle. Bright yellow circle. I may be colorblind, but I'm not that colorblind. Yeah, last thing we want to do, just check our orbment here, and temporarily take off this cloak quartz, because we're not going to need it for what's coming ahead. Haze is fine, though. We'll go with that. So, the election's still going to be running in full swing. Let's go ahead and talk to our guy here and get our tickets to Zeiss. Oh, not a whole lot, Pats fan. Just waking up, pretty much. Sunday was a lot of fun for football. I mean, I wasn't too fussed about the Pats, once again winning the AFC East in Week 1, but, to each their own. Don't run on the airship, kid. You might fall off. Oh. Looks like the orphans are gonna stop us before we leave. I mean, it is Pittsburgh, true. I'm just so unimpressed by the other three teams in the division that, it's just kind of sad. Yep, we couldn't find them because we missed them on the road or something. No, it isn't only the kids, but Matron Teresa and all the people from the Genus Royal Academy, too. Yes, he did. Because he thought Estelle was smelly, so he ran away from home. No. I mean, you'd pretty much have to be. Miami looks like the worst team in football right now. Maybe Brian Flores stole all your signals, and that's why the Dolphins will win. And, of course, they're all worried about little Chloe here. But, I mean, Chloe's a beast, so Really, they should be worried about the rest of the party instead of her. Knowledge is power. And people in the airship are getting a little pissed at us for wasting their time. Oh, I'm sure you will. You might score less points because, you know, you'll feel like running the clock down, but probably should still light them up. In any case, welcome to the airliner Cecilia. Before we're able to leave for Zeiss, we have to talk to everybody on the ship again. As you do. Aw, that's adorable. Yeah, it looks like those traders are moving around still. And yeah, Zeiss doesn't have a mayor. Their factory chief basically handles those duties. This guy's looking for the perfect picture. That's in the cargo room. Yeah, just Rena and Yuna going on their liberal vacation. Or, as Osborne would call it, Erebonian Territory number 7. Hey, Yuna, you want to join the Mile High Club? Oh, she doesn't go back for her birthday, but she goes back for the Queen's birthday? Jeez, Chloe. And apparently Sig can fly fast enough to keep up with airships. He's a better than the average Gerfalcon. Hey, if powered communication goes down for whatever reason, nothing's faster than a carrier pigeon. Shh, that won't come up later. Who cares about moving stairs? I want to see the hot springs. This girl has her priorities straight. Obviously can't fly anywhere near Leiston. I thought I was gonna have to step in and brain him with his instrument. Oh, poor Alex. It's okay, you can the offer to brain him with his loot still stands, man. You could do that. Enjoying our flight through the heavens. Look, gaze upon this magnificent azure sky. Ah, but there is nothing better to drink to. Of course he should be drinking. Somewhere beneath this brilliant sky is my beloved Joshua. Such thoughts drive a man to drink, you see. Excuse me, but that is entirely and exclusively my line. Oh, Estelle. The culprit is you, Estelle? How did you know it was me, Chloe? Well, he was beaten by a really big stick, and we only know one person who carries a really big stick around. Estelle, in the cabin, with the loot! And then, you know, Colonel Mustard's off in the distance sighing. One day it will be me. Maybe you'd like them. A little. I only lose myself in drink when it is poured by a lovely lady. You realize that's not something to brag about, right? Anyway, make sure to talk to him twice. Because he has the next chapter of the Gambler Jack book, so make sure to grab that from him. In any case, just want to talk to all the passengers up on the top floor here, and we should be good. We all know it wouldn't hold for long. Olivier's got, you know, lungs of iron, a heart of iron. In fact, he's practically made of iron. I think you could, like, throw him off the airship and he'd probably be fine. Anyway, Colonel Richard is under arrest at Leaston Fortress and under guard. Seems like the non-aggression pact is moving along swiftly. And let's see how our buddy Agate's doing here. Why do you respect my dad, yet you trash talk him so much? It's because I'm a tsundere, Estelle. Oh, yep, he certainly is. That's okay, that's why he always loses his drink and shares company. It's a compliment. If you were his son, you'd probably be in the middle of a huge rebellious phase right about now. Aww. I guess Agate's got a complex about his dad, or about her dad. That's what happens when you say too much, Agate. Anyway, with all that talking done, we'll be off to Zeiss. Olivier is the model on which all main characters are built on. It's like, here's how you get your plot armor. Find this guy. As long as you're with him, you'll never die. Of course, that depends on you being able to stand that guy. And of course, Olivier is very interested in Kilika. Don't even try unless you want her to rearrange your face. Is this the fury of Kilika? Oh, geez, man. Our bracers are so powerful, as soon as they get off an airship, the earth starts quaking. Alright, well, that was fun. Just some random natural disasters as soon as we arrive. Is ice on a tectonic plate or something if the airport's designed to handle earthquakes? I guess Liberal isn't very likely to get earthquakes. Interesting. Interesting. And from what Kilika is saying, sounds like the damage was very minimal to none at all. But now that we're in Zeiss, new plots from Ouroboros are at hand, so let's see what they're doing. Oh, really? That's quite a delay. Is that just on my stream here, or? Yeah, I'm not sure. 'Cause I mean... Oh, Olivier, keep it in your pants. Yeah, she just does not want any part of it. Well, the only reason Kilika's harder on Olivier than Cher is because Cher actually likes the attention. And in addition to the regular work, she wants us to investigate these earthquakes, because apparently earthquakes aren't natural in Liberal, so... what's the big deal? Zordon, find me teenagers with attitude. Well, I found some 20-somethings with attitude. They'll have to do. Now introducing Agate Red, Estelle Orange, Olivier Blue. A 2-minute gap. Weird. Weird. Normally there's the delay of like 10-15 seconds, which is, you know, standard. But, yeah, weird. I mean, I am dropping a few frames, but other than that, it seems to be running fine. And since Kilika's just a little suspicious of this, and it's not like a full-on investigation, you know, take your time with it. And we should also visit Tita and Professor Russell when we get the chance. So I might as well check the board. We've got 5 quests here. There's a missing sign. Our sign's missing. They want some training assistance at Leisten Fortress. Carl wants us to test out his orbital gun. And we got a couple of monster quests to deal with. Alright, so let's go ahead and visit Tita, because the game wants us to visit Tita. Luckily, she's in her house. Or, hopefully she's in her house. Oh, no. They're there. Let me just run something real quick just to make sure we're all handy dandy. Yeah, I'm not getting any timing issues on my end, so I'm not sure what's up. Okay, we're good. That's good. I do believe my work is being disrupted by a big loud oaf with a sword the size of an airship. I can always just stop visiting, you know. Well, I mean, I am going to be your grandson-in-law at one point. Might take another 10 years, but, you know, it'll happen. Oh, certainly. And Olivier's not going to be blue, he's going to be silver, because Chloe's going to be Ranger Blue. Aw, Tita. Aw, did someone not explain this to Tita properly? In any case, we've also brought with us, you know, Chloe and Olivier, so they've met Professor Russell before. We were all together in the tower, or the sewers, the basement underneath Grancel Castle. It's high-quality television for kids. It also serves as an ample distraction to have some fun in the bedroom while they're watching TV. And Tita's certainly impressed by the level of technology the Gospels are showing. The more he investigates, the stranger it gets, apparently. So the orbital shutdown phenomenon is not a function of the device itself. Rather than being intentional, it seems to be a feature, or a bug. I've got some ideas for it bouncing around. I might get to writing it at some point, but I don't imagine I'll be doing so this month, considering I'll somehow have to try and get 7 games in the span of 2 months, and I don't think I'm on pace to get it done, but I'll see what I can do. Apparently, rather than shutting down orbital phenomenons, it warps the orbital fields. Whatever the hell that means. Basically, they're like magnets. How do they work? Nobody actually knows. I try, it's just not physically possible some days. Yeah, a month and a half. And apparently with the Gospel's new abilities, Professor Russell's caught on to an idea here. And apparently there was 2 earthquakes, including the one at the Wolf Fort, so this might be another society's test, as it were. So, he's gonna prepare something for us while we gather some testimony from the people at Wolf Fort. Makes sense. And with Tita helping Professor Russell, she's not gonna join our party just yet. And on that day, you'll have 2 black eyes. Well, I wish you luck, man. It's always lots of fun to get writing once you get started. Nag's like, oh, this kid shouldn't be playing with machines. She should be doing girl stuff. And Agat's like, damn it. You need to be a better guardian for Tita. Make her do girl stuff. Or perhaps a fatherly thing to say. Ah, what a fine daughter. You would make any man jealous, Mr. Krosner. You looking to lose some teeth, Blondie? Don't worry. Tita's enough little sister for everyone. Alright. So, let's take care of some work. Very first thing we want to do, head up to the factory and get ourselves a gun. That's a lie. Our guy we want is on the 3rd floor, so let's go ahead and bug him. We've helped him with a quest before. Yeah, we gave him his prototype gun in Ruan that he had dropped on the highway. Because, you know, it's a small world, and sometimes you get quests from the same dudes. So the reason why we want to take the cloak quartz off is because we have a quest that involves us killing monsters. We need to get into 15 encounters, so we've got work to do this chapter. At least we got a lot of time for it. And Olivier will be testing out our gun because, you know, he's the marksman on our party. Sure, he might be a total weirdo, but his skill with the gun is legit. So, the O-type orbital gun alpha. The Megazord doesn't exist in Sky. No. The only weapons that exist is the weapon to end all war. The nuclear-powered armament. Metal Gear. I mean, orbital gear. You're done stroking your gun, Olivier. Let's learn more about the job. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we just started chapter 2 here. Well, officially. We're in Zeiss now, so we're just getting some side quests, getting all set up before we investigate what's going on with all these earthquakes in town. So go onto the Trap Plains Road, fight 10 battles to victory. But you should be fighting 15. Because if you do 15, you get the extra BP. Yeah, my team's playing late tonight, so that'll be fun. I'll hopefully be able to catch the game at work. And if I can, that's great. If I can't, then, you know, at the very least, you know, Antonio Brown won't be playing, because he's in New England now. God, that was a trip and a half, that whole saga. And since Kiliko's missing a sign, let's go help her out. So, let's get some information about it. So, the crime happened sometime during the day yesterday. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to blow up. Hopefully it'll be soon. It'll be like a ticking time bomb. Beauteous princess and her companions. The soul of gathered heroes is in my hands. Should you desire its release, you must defeat my curse. The first key is in the city. Search the back of the 40-year-old man. And once again, we're dealing with Blue Blanc's shit. Yeah, I would certainly hope not. But at the same time, I would certainly hope so, because I want the Patriots to be as much of a disaster as possible. Yep, Blue Blanc's the ultimate troll. We need to go find ourselves a 40-year-old man. That's a metaphor for something that's 40 years old in the city. So, let's take a peek around. Judging by the map here. Oh, I wonder how long this clock tower's been around here. Made 1162, or about 40 years ago. Check the back of it. And we get our next clue. Somewhere in the central factory. Search within the wisest one. Now, Who could be the wisest one in the central factory? In any case, at least our destination is clear. We can figure it out from there. I mean, as he does. Why watch sports when you can punch people in the face? That's also a fair assessment. But you can punch people in the face in sports. Anyway, the wisest person in the room, in the central factory, is the Orbital Calculator Capel. So, we want to check related topics, I think. No, it's in, yeah, here. So, tactical ordnance, new model ordnance, Bracer Guild sign. Yup. But its financial value is insignificant, the shock to guild members is likely considerable, and reading this now must fill you with shame. I have probably said enough. I need to provide the next key. The third key is in the city. Gaze up at the three-hatted brothers. Note, this entry will self-delete. You're recommended to commit this entry to a memo immediately. And it's gone. I always enjoy a good competition. Like Bianca Andreescu winning the Women's US Open. So we're looking for three-hatted brothers in the city. Now I wonder what that could possibly be. Okay, I know exactly what it is. It's three chimneys. We're looking for a place with three chimneys with, like, the stove hats on them for, like, smoke deflection and stuff. So, want to keep our eyes open. But the three hats are actually right here. You can see three chimneys here. They're all different heights. This is our place. Well, from what I learned from Parappa the Rappa, punch, kick, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find that the things I'll teach you are sure to beat you. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher now. And then kick, punch, etc., etc. Raise your voice high and chant to the goddess C26D. Chant to the goddess in the quiet earth. So we want to head underground. So luckily that's not too far out of our way. In any case, the basement of the central factory is underground. And we can call upon the goddess, which is this conveyor belt system, and Factory Chief Faye. Yeah, team sports are different when you're playing them and when you're not playing them. So, that turns out to be a product ID code, so yeah, Faye can call it from the warehouse by calling that code. And hopefully this is just our Bracer Guild sign, and it's not like a card, and we have to do another clue. So that would be dumb. Yep, it's our Bracer Guild sign. I feel like a few problems would be solved if people could just punch it out. And so we regale Faye with the tale of how her bracer sign got stolen. Don't worry, it's back in its rightful place now. No, I think he's just trolling us for the fun. Alright. With that, we've got one mission complete. So, let's head for our next destination here. That's actually not our next destination here. We want to go onto the Ritter Roadway instead, because that way will take us to the Lyson Fortress. Because this quest is pretty much, you have to do it immediately. And the reason I ran is because I don't actually have the right item equipped. My bad. Let's put that on. Alright. In any case. Combat's a cakewalk. I'm just really under-leveled, so I'm going to get a lot of levels from these random fights. This is the only time I'll be doing random fights like this, just because I need to get this quest done. And you do it right, you need to get into 15 random encounters. It's 2 out of the way. Three out of the way. It all makes sense, you know. Clearly, Blitzball was the end to war in Final Fantasy X. Well, that and that giant space whale called Sin. But, you know. Maybe Zemuria needs, like... Oh, I know. It needs, like, Divine Knight combat for, like, fun. Just, make a whole bunch of soul dots and then, you know, have them go and, like, engage in competition and stuff. Could you imagine, like, soul dot basketball? That'd be something else, wouldn't it? Anyway, Quick Draw 2 is really buff. Like, you can hit nearly everything with this. Dang it, Chloe. Dang it, Agate. Spinning tops will clearly solve all of our world's problems. Yeah, make sure to keep your eye out for treasure chests on the path here. There's more than a few of them kicking around. good news as well. I'm getting a lot of just random Sepith from doing this, so that certainly helps the process. Guys, what if we solved all of our problems with Vantage? Never mind, let's not solve any of our problems with Vantage Masters. Instead, let's solve competitions using Prompto, because that will surely not lead to greater world wars. All I know is that it'd be pretty fucked up if you had a dual disc for Vantage Masters. It seems like a game that wouldn't run with one. I think I'd be better at Vantage Masters if I understood what the cards did. And then, like, you know, figure that out. But until I figure out what the hell it is, then I'm just kind of, like, flailing around with buttons. Anyway, I lost count of how many monsters I've taken care of at this point. The answer appears to be clearly not enough. Rewer gets renamed to Battle City. Elisa Reinford pretends to be Seto Kaiba. Wait, I guess that makes Reen into Yugi, doesn't it? There are no pathetic cards in my adoptive father's deck. Behold, Valimar, the Ashen Knight, obliterate! Acknowledged. Alright. So let's go ahead and talk to Samuel here so we can get this training request over with. Oof. I feel bad for you, man. That's rough. So, talk to him again to signify that we're ready. Basically, to that extent, I'm just going to save before going in here. We're pretty much as good as we're going to get, so let's start training. Yeah, that's fair. The only card game I got into for a little while was Magic the Gathering. I played from, like, about Innistrad to Theros, and then I just kind of stopped and just watched it occasionally because I understand the rules and stuff, and it's fun to watch sometimes, but other than that, I don't really play it that much anymore. It is an expensive hobby. Anyway, it's Major Sid. Seems like he's been moving up in the world ever since this coup's been thwarted. So he's just, you know, making sure the guys are all set to go for General Morgan's arrival. Well, I mean, you gotta collect something, right? And with General Bright not present, looks like Sid's in charge for now. But yeah, he's a lieutenant colonel now instead of a major. And of course everyone's like, hey, you did it! You're doing a good job, man. And he's like, please, you flatter me too much. Hey man, you do you. As long as they're clean first. So it looks like we're going to be going into some non-stop combat with no breaks. So we'll be fighting a couple of battles here to take them on. It'll be a fight to the death. Or at least a fight to the pain. Yep. The new meat we're to grind now awaits us on the counter. Oh, jeez, Olivier. Way not to mince words. Only 2 of us were in the martial arts competition. It's fine. You still have a chance. And then, you know, we've got a veteran bracer and the crown princess. So, you know, no need to go easy on us or anything. Anyway. Let the battle begin. These guys are not very strong, but, you know, we've got plenty of battles to fight, so just do your best. Their attacks can blind and freeze you, so if you don't have the proper equipment on, you can worry about that in base game. But, as you can see here, not really a problem of any sort.
Well, that takes care of that.
It certainly does. They didn't even drop Sepith. Those jerks. So that's one fight down. Our next fight will be against a warrant officer and 3 goons. So, last verse, same as the first. Belk has a little bit more health, so he doesn't go down so easily. But his goons do go down pretty fast.
Well, that takes care of that.
Another level. Again, no Sepith, because these guys are jerks. Well, we've got a third fight to do, as you can tell by the music going on. Look what your big mouth's gotten into us. Now we'll just have to deal with even more mooks. These are the elite soldiers of Liberl, the pride and joy of their army. And they can do exactly 0 damage to the world's most powerful bracer. Okay, she isn't even the most powerful bracer yet. Alright. And with Colonel Sid, we've got an actual mini-boss to fight. Judging by our funky new music. Anyway, Sid's most dangerous when he's casting, so try your best not to let that ever happen. Oh, dang, they actually fainted Agate, those jerks. Alright, well. Luckily, every party member you have right now can impede arts, so it's not too hard to deal with this crap. And one more stop to do it. And boom. He's down.
Kiseki.
And we've been getting some nice levels from all this. Estelle learned a new S-craft, so we're gonna go set that up. He just wants to cast an all-targeting, fire spell. Problem is, he just can't cast fast enough. That's what we call the Cold Steel strategy. No arts ever. Yeah, we learned a fair bit ourselves. Never try casting spells when you don't have reliable backup. Yeah, we've never gotten pounded up by arts like that before, because we never saw them happen. But yeah, he wants to stick to, the army and bracers need to work together to solve all of our problems. That sort of thing. Anyway, he'd like a rematch sometimes, so maybe we'll satisfy his desire one day. And since we won all 3 fights, we got the gladiator headband for our troubles. Yeah, we do the heavy lifting, you guys just take all the glory, That arrangement seems to be the standard fare. Alright. With that little mission out of the way, we can head back now. Can I hit all of them? Yes, I can.
Should have done it.
And I still need to get those 15 encounters, so that's why I'm running into these randos here. Actually survived a hit. Good job, Pink Sheep. Exactly. No sense in being a hero. What? Using S-brakes on random encounters is excessive? Who do you think you're talking to here? I don't know the meaning of the word excessive.
Well, that takes care of that.
I wish these guys would drop water sepith. That's the real issue with all these fights.
Nicely done.
Exactly. It's a perfectly cromulent way to act as a hero. To be as, you know, erudite as possible without, you know, actually being erudite. Do I have 15 encounters yet? I've gotten too used to running around with cloak ports that I'm, not used to actually having to fight all the time. Apparently still haven't had 10 fights yet. Hopefully I don't have to do those fights on the trap planes themselves, otherwise then I just say screw it, I'm doing it off screen. Alright, man. Take care. Hope you have fun at work. Or at least, you know, you survive it, depending on how you feel about your job. Anyway, let's go ahead and report some quests. We went through all this trouble. Still F+ glass bracers. Next, we're gonna just take a little visit to the basement here in the Zai Central Factory. Apparently, there's one guy you want to talk to before going over the Wolf Fort and doing that kind of stuff. And just this fellow in the Chaldea Tunnel here, because he has something important to say about these earthquakes. He saw a creepy dude in black. Some weirdo came through here yesterday. Apparently he's a big dude, wearing a dark suit and gloves. And he was wearing shades. So he's like a horse on a frickin' escalator. Might as well wear a big "suspect me of something" sign on his forehead. In dark lettering, I guess. So, that's actually some surprisingly good testimony. Okay. Not gonna give me the Caldia Tunnel map? Screw it. I'm just not gonna do that then. Like, yeah, I could do that, but it's like, yeah, no, you gotta go through a whole bunch of random crap before you can see that map. I'm like, no, I'll lose my spot. I don't want to lose my spot. So, save up. Let's go, remove all the treasure chests on the Trap Plains Road. Luckily for us, there's a couple on this screen here. God, these things give me so much experience. That's just that just shows how far behind I am. Comes to this sort of thing. Anyway, next treasure chest is just in this little alcove here. The Pisces Heart is a fishing rod. It lets you catch small fish, in case you're working hard on your fishing notebook. I, for one, don't really care too much. It's a pain to keep track of.
99.
But in case you do all your fishing and stuff, that's the business. And this is just some random monster. It's not actually a quest monster, despite being big and awkward looking. And here I was thinking it might be our monster. It is not. Well, in any case, I'll mosey on this side here. There should be a treasure chest somewhere in the middle of the area here. Yep. 10 of each Sepith. It's pretty nice at this stage. I mean, it could be better, obviously, but every little bit helps. And this is the monster we're looking for. Some weird-looking plants. Anyway, go ahead and give him the agate special. Most of them are under control now. You actually do a fairly decent amount of damage.
Nicely done.
Because they hit you on arts defense rather than physical defense. Once again, a water Sepith, because they hate us. But yeah. That's the monster on the roads. And that's all the treasure in this little alcove here, so... we want to go spring the monster chest in this little piece here. Once we deal with that random crop muncher. Get a random bit of experience. These guys are getting the agate special. Oh no, I hit... Okay, no, I got them all. Lucky, come on. Whatever the hell that was.
Kiseki.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the agate special, and why, taking his route is so goddamn easy compared to Shara's. Because you can just say, hey, why don't you go yell really loud in the S-Craft, and just do that for free. So we got a silver earring out of that. That's the anti-faint accessory, if I remember correctly. That way leads to the Wolf Fort, where we want to go. Sure, whatever. There should be a couple of treasure chests on this screen here. One over here. It's a nice Zerum powder. And our last one should be right here. A softening balm. Okay, do I have anything else I need to do? Okay, I literally do have to do all the fights in, on the Trap Plains Road here, so... Woo!
We're good to go.
Whatever. I'll be back to the Caldia Tunnel eventually. I better stop just wasting time and get this shit over with. That was just Shining Palm. Lucky me. It's not like I'm going to be able to hit this thing anyway. Oh, cool. I hit it. Excellent. I am not setting Beatdown 2 as my S-Break. Or at least I'm pretty sure I'm not. Let me just check tactics here. Yeah, no, I'm not saying Beatdown 2 is my S-Break because, hey, single target S-Breaks suck.
Care for a rematch?
Alright.
Nicely done.
Get out of my way, random encounters. I imagine our relationship with Calvert has something to do with the fact that, you know, we weren't invaded by them 10 years ago. And apparently it is a lot more difficult to get troops in from Calvar to Liberl than it is Liberl to Erebonia. So, check the rest stop here. Talk to the fellow. See if he can get any information about Wolf Fort stuff here. I don't have to do this in like an order. God damn it. Yeah, I have to talk to this guy first before doing anything important. So, happened about 3 days ago, roughly 5 o'clock. Only lasted about 10 seconds. And it was entirely localized within that area. And there was an earthquake in Zeiss, and it was entirely localized to Zeiss. Definitely not natural. If you know how earthquakes work, aftershocks are a bitch. Well, we might as well ask around, see if we can get any different testimony from the soldiers and stuff nearby. Apparently he didn't seem anything suspicious, so... Just gonna leave him to it, I guess. You patrol that roof, sir. Do your best. And if you bug the chickens, they'll give you stuff, so make sure to bug the chickens. God damn it, Olivier. Apparently Henning saw something weird the day before the earthquake. So Henning's over in the rest stop here. Yeah, 4 days ago, he finished his watch, was going off duty. He saw somebody weird coming up the road. Tall guy wearing a black suit with black sunglasses. That matches what we heard from the other guy. And apparently Brahm saw nobody pass through. Interesting. It's Dr. Rufus as well. See if he found anything important out. Yeah, he doesn't have anything important to say. And yeah, Gerwin has nothing new to say with all the information we've gleaned, so let's talk to the commanding officer again. So, that's our investigation at the Wolf Fort done. Oh, did we miss something? Oh, another earthquake. This time at the Sanctheim Gate. So we will immediately rush over here and check that out. Yeah, if HQ hadn't ordered, I tell you a lot to clear out, because apparently this dude hates bracers. What a dick. And this one seems to be a lot more severe than the last one in Zeiss. So let's go ahead and ask around. We want to find Warrant Officer Talbot. He's in one of the storage rooms here. Let's see what he can tell us. This happened about 2 hours ago. Last 30 seconds, which is longer than the one at the Wolf Fort. So the shaking was both stronger and it lasted longer. And that one in Zeiss was about medium. A bit more severe than the Wolf Fort one, a bit longer. So the quakes are getting more powerful. And apparently, Chesley saw a strange person. He's cleaned the roof, so let's go check that out. So let's go find the roof guy. On the roof. Away we go. Whee! Anton almost fell off the fort here. And he saw our tall man with black sunglasses. And apparently nobody else even saw the guy. Except for Tammy, who works in the mess hall. So let's check what her witness statement's like compared to everyone else's. Because, I mean, how do you miss a guy who looks like that? Anyway, mess hall's on the first floor here, I think. Yeah. So, this is Tammy. Let's see what she has to say. Okay, so you saw him on the second floor yesterday. Apparently he was coming down from the roof. Apparently, that was 100% her type. Sunglasses, dark suit, black gloves. I am sinister. Be suspicious of my evil ways. You know that dangerous tough guy charm, right? So, apparently Tammy was following him around. And apparently he stepped out this way and left. And apparently after that she lost him and had no idea. No one deserves that kind of trauma. Oh my god, I love our dorks. A super skilled, cold-blooded assassin on the run from the Bracer Guild. But he's so cool. I mean, yeah, Luve did it just fine, so... They could jump from here and survive, it's not completely unbelievable. Seems like this guy is another enforcer. So, that's our investigation done and complete. Which means, we're almost done here. Let's just go bug Anton before we leave, because... Then Earthquake comes, and all I get is nearly dying. Ricky, tell me, what on earth is the meaning of my existence? So he seems to be in terrible, terrible spirits.
Care for a rematch?
Anyway, they really just super detoured us, because we're on the Ritter roadway now. So, all we can really do is head back to Zeiss. As soon as we stop by the Bracer Guild, our work here is done, but, I've only cleared 10 battles, which is not enough. I need 15. You want that to say something different. So we actually want to just... Just gonna head down south to the place near Elmo. Get those treasure chests out of the way. hopefully just get into these last few encounters we need. Anyway, there should be just a couple of treasure chests here. There's a snail. Another monster pops up around that area later, but won't be here right now.
We're good to go.
Alright, just need to get 2 more fights and I think I'll be alright.
Nicely done.
And 1 more should do it. There's a fishing spot here if you care about that. I really don't. So I'm just gonna get this fight out of the way and I can put the cloak quartz back on.
Well, that takes care of that.
Alright. Alright. Finally. That's the path to Elmo. Take it if you want. I just want to see if my detective notebook says anything different for doing 15 fights. Does not. Well, whatever. I did what I could. Report into Carl on the 3rd floor here. I'm just gonna save in case I messed it up somehow, which is entirely possible. You never know. Stable trajectory, perfectly centered balance. Apparently this combat data was really good. And for our troubles, we get to hit 3 quartz. And since we did such a good job, he gives us this as a bonus, so, you know, thanks, buddy. Alright, how are we doing for time so far? 1.5 hours? Okay, so. Still got plenty of time. Oops, that's the 2nd floor. I want to go to the 1st floor. Alrighty then, let's go report some stuff. And it looks like Tita and Professor have their earthquake setup stuff ready to go. So here are the things we learned. The earthquakes are growing stronger with each occurrence. And this man's sunglasses has been seen in all 3 locations, so that's enough to put our suspicions on him. Okay, they measure the flow of the septium veins in real time. And septium veins, for those who don't know, are basically the ley lines of the Earth. And they won't be stopping any earthquakes, they just monitor the flow of them, see if anything's acting strangely. Seems like a better idea than anything we're doing. So, one in the stone circle there, one in the middle of the Chaldea tunnel, and one in front of the Leyston Fortress. Won't we need the army's permission to get it set up near the Leyston Fortress? So, Professor Russell needs to set up the capital, so Tito will be setting up the equipment for us. Aw. And with that, we have more than 4 party members, which means we can finally shuffle people around if need be. So yeah, we can't walk around with more than 4 people in our party. So, Estelle, Agate, and Tita are mandated by story reasons, so we can't take any of them out. So we'll bring Olivier with us. Normally I tend to bring Chloe along a lot, but, you know, change it up, why not? So we need to set up these instruments in 3 different places. So we have our next story quest to deal with. And because we have our next story quest to deal with, we've also got more actual quests to deal with. There's a peeping Tom at the hot springs. Some parts for an ornament have gone missing at the factory. And 2 new monster quests have popped up. At the very least, all of these are kind of on the way to where we need to go, so it's not going to be any issue to deal with those. Sorry, before doing that, I want to report all of our stuff we got. And we got the bonus BP because we did the extra fights. So yeah, 4 things reported, 5 things to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and deal with some of these quests that we just got after I purchase something. Very important I buy something. No, not those. I want to go to the general store. That's not the general store. God damn it. I really should have done this, like, as soon as I got into town. But I'm dumb. Yeah, you want to buy a copy of the Liberal News. Because they didn't have issue 3 in Ruon, but they have issue 3 in Zeiss. So, apparently that's Niall's good picture there. The angry mob. Candidates need to compromise. Olivier makes an appearance in this issue. And, you know, talk about ghosts. And the Royal Villa will host the signing for what we've got. As well as, you know, the earthquakes we're dealing with. So yeah, lots of interesting stuff in there. Meantime, let's get Olivier back to his proper powerful weapon. And give Tita some power as well. I tend to throw this on Tita just because she's not going to be moving around a whole lot. It's really good for defense and hitting things, but like your speed goes way down, you've got no agility, and you can barely move, so it comes with its own risks. That's why you pair them with that. So you can actually move around and such. Long barrel is a necessity for your ranged characters. And just want to prevent as many nasty stats effects as we can on good old Tita here. Like that. Poison and blind. That should be fine. Alrighty then. So that's all that crap out of the way, hopefully. We want to talk to the Orbital Factory guy once we've tried to improve the slots on our characters. At the very least, we'll make Tita more set for battle and stuff, because we have to adjust her orbment as well. She has a Space Quartz locked to her top slot there. EP Cut's probably the best thing for that situation. Give her the death status effect, why not? More death. More death. This is also space locked, so I'll make that Heaven's Eye once I get that slot upgraded. Until then, don't worry too much about it. Action 4, pretty much a necessity for your physical characters. Hit 3, because why not? And sure, shield 4. Make it so it's harder for her to die. Okay. So now we can get the request from this guy. Apparently he lost all the parts for his ornament, because he had a hole in his pocket. So let's go find the parts for this thing. Luckily for us, he has a dog. Wait, sorry, wrong game. He has a metal detector for us. Get close to something that looks promising, use the detector, and it should have a response. Let's see if we can cut down where he's been. Workshop on the 3rd floor, the lab on the 4th floor. Should be about 8 parts that he's missing, so we'll see if we can find them. And make sure to give the lab on the 4th floor a real once-over, because apparently he was playing with the cat. Alright. Let the mission begin. So, want to head up to the workshop on the 3rd floor first. And just take a peek around anything that seems a little bit suspicious. Like, how about this tool shelf? Yep, that's one of them. Now, is there anything near this thing? Close by. Now the second one there. Somewhere around here, there's another one. Okay. So there's only 3 in this area. So we found them all, we can head out. Next we want to check the clinic on the 4th, or sorry, the lab on the 4th floor. So there should be a few in here. Nothing in there. Yeah, there's one in the tomato plant room here. Somewhere near here, there's one. Yeah, by the intercom box. Yeah, one over here as well. Alright. And that's part number 7. So you won't find any other parts in here. But there is still one more we need to find. And that part, we want to bug Antoine the cat. With the metal detector. Because he's got something on his body. What a silly kitty. What a good cat. He's just playing with it like it was a toy. Your body is your capital. He's a walking damage sponge. Alright. So, with all 8 parts taken care of, we can go ahead and report this quest to Eric. And since we were able to find every single part, we get a nice little bonus from him. The Buzzer. It's a nice little accessory that prevents a couple of status effects. So yeah, it's pretty good. Mission complete. Alright. Might as well do a few more quests while we're in the vicinity of stuff. Our next run around takes us to the Trap Plain Roads again. So, another monster showed up here. So let's take care of that. Show us what Quick Draw can do when we actually have some, And we're down to 1. And we're down to none. Thank you, Tita. And Tita gained 2 levels from that fight. Alright. Monster extermination taken care of. Look at all these sheep. And this treasure chest I missed. God, I'm really good at this game, guys. Alright, so we need to take care of this Peeping Tom quest at the hot springs. So let's talk to the hot springs owner, see what she has to say about all this. Apparently he's rather famous here. He's the first customer we've ever had that played a lute in the baths. Oh my god. 'Tis the sacred duty of all those dedicated to the arts. And now that image is in my head. Ew. God damn it, Estelle. So let's deal with this Peeping Tom. Let's go beat him up. Nobody's seen it, but just feeling that they've been being watched. Considering these reports are consistent, it's probably not a coincidence. So let's catch him in the act. Don't know if you'll be much bait, but you're all we got. Do your best. I have to go in the bath. The better question is, why wouldn't you? Shut up. I'm not embarrassed. It's not like my dick's tiny. What she said. Oh man. Not a care in the world. I was also most charmed by the sights here. Do you and Cher have a special kind of relationship? Yes, yes they do. The scary big brother over there is glaring at you. Yes, I can feel his hot gaze upon my being most keenly. Oh, perhaps he is lonely. Agate, would you like to join the conversation? Why'd you leave your bandana on? Do you wash your hair with that on? Use common sense, will you? You know, that and this are two different things. Yep, looks like monsters. Ah. Let's chase him down. Wow, we got changed fast. Alright. 6 on 4. And of course, they're all spaced out in a way that I can't hit them all at once. Oh well. What? What? That was bullshit. Oh, whatever. I'll heal Agate up. Okay, now I can hit it. What the hell? Why didn't the S-Craft work? Who knows? Maybe it's because this is a gimmick fight and it only works once you've triggered the gimmick.
Enjoy the show.
Whatever. Level 50 now. And Agate scared them off. So good stuff. Hey, blah, bleh, how's it going today? We're currently doing some random stuff in Zeiss while we set up some earthquake detectors. And maybe the earthquakes are causing them to peep on people. Alright, and with that, our Peeping Tom quest is complete. So, let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of business on these roads here. If it'll let me. Because we gotta set up a detector near the stone circle. And we might as well check out the tower while we're in the area. So the stone circle is a little offshoot that is to the east here that isn't the wolf fort. Again, you can fish there if you felt so inclined. But yeah, it's this little guy here. Must be a good place where the septium veins gather. Because this has important historical context. It's a good place to set up a detector. So let's set up the instrument. So yeah, parabolic antenna. You know, as things go. But basically this will transmit data to the Capel, and it's facing the right way so we don't have to worry about anything. But it looks like we're going to be ambushed by monsters before we can set it up. And it's a surprise attack. Oh no. So they're gonna do that. Waste their time, waste our time. We just have to knock them off the face of the earth. It doesn't matter how buff they get if they can't take a few good hits.
Nighty-night.
And problem solved. Basically just an excuse for Tita to catch up in levels with the rest of the party here. Those darn, dirty, calculating... Alright. With the device running, the orbit inside should keep monsters at bay. So let's get the other two set up. We also have to head to the Lacen Fortress and the Caldia Tunnel. But, before we go ahead and do that, let's go climb Carnelia Tower, because any excuse to do so seems like a good idea. And I mean, it gives me an excuse to level up Tita. So there's a couple of treasure chests hiding over here, so make sure to pick those up before you get started. As well as these guys here. 20 of each Sepith is nice. As is an EP charge. There's a Ruby Talisman here. Alright. We want to take the paths to the east and west first because they have treasure chests and nothing else on them. Like so. Whoop. Nope. No. Stay up here. Seafood jelly is a recipe. Nothing over there. Go south. And you basically just have a straight shot here. No treasure chests on that side to worry about. Check out the north side, grab a couple of treasures here, including the Action 2 quartz. Very handy. And then both west and east will take you to the 5th floor here. I'll try the west one first. I'm pretty sure they're both connected, so it's no big deal. Inside there's blue cashmere, ladies only armor. It's not a bad little thing. 5 rune canes as a weapon for Estelle. And there's a monster chest. In case you were expecting anything different at this stage of the game. And there's an attack 3 quartz, which is still pretty useful. At least this early on. EP charge. Boots. And I believe that does it for the treasures in the area. Or no, there's a couple more. Red jacket. And yeah, that should be the very last one. So let's head up to the roof and check it out. There's no real reason to go in here, but other than to explore and check it out, so now we're done, we can leave. Luckily, the Carnelia Tower is a very straight shot out. Way easier to navigate than the Saffiril Tower. Just checking my map here. Alright. Cool. To the tunnel. To the tunnel we go. after we report what we've done at the guild here. And we've received a promotion, as well as the Petrify ports. So we're making really good progress here. Let's go ahead and get those last two earthquake devices set up. Hopefully it won't be too much of a hassle. Don't mind me, I'm just making sure I got everything I need to check out. Alright. So just remember to check all the little alcoves in this place. If you do, you should find the treasure chests without too much issue. So there's a bait, some frogs, and a trap chest full of golems. We'll have Tita land the finishing blow.
Scary.
Inside there's a Mirage Ring. I forget what the Mirage Ring does as an accessory. Oh, it's a Petrify Prevention. Okay. Makes sense. It's a whole bunch of golems. Of course, they'd be able to petrify you at will. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, Limestone Cave is blocked off, so we can't go there. It'll open up later in the game, but for the time being, we're a bit out of luck. Orban charging station if you need it. And since there's a charging device there, let's set up on the other side of the bridge here. Let's go ahead and set it up. Oh. Well, if it isn't Shara and Annalise. Looks like their business takes them to Zeiss. Ah, but Shara, there are currents deeper than the sea at play here. Ah, the barbs and slings I endure from you two. Oh my. And Tita's here too. Oh no, we broke Annalise. I can't stop myself anymore. Huh? You are the cutest thing. I can't not hug you. So cute, so cute, so cute! Didn't I call this at one point? Yes, you did. We have video evidence of this. Just call me Annalise. You're all mine. Shara, I claim this cutie for the Bracer Guild. We're taking her with us. I know how you feel, but I don't think that's a good idea. If I were you, I'd be worried about her big brother over there. What are you looking at me for? Oh, God. Tita's great. Apparently they're chasing some leads on the Sky Bandits' intelligence division. As we know, the Sky Bandits are on the loose again. As well as Captain Canone, who is somehow on the loose. Yep, somebody from Ouroboros showed up in Rouen, and now we're chasing somebody in Zeiss. How can you be so cold after finally reuniting with your beloved? Oh, well then, why don't you come with us? We can have a drink tonight. Be cautious in your travels. Hold the presses, I think the earth just shook again. What did I just say about biting off and chewing? Yeah, I mean, feel free to recruit some of our party members that we aren't using at the moment. I mean, that only seems fair, right? So, it seems like their investigation might be fruitful. Let's go focus on ours. We have one more device to set up, as well as, you know, we need to explore the hell out of this tunnel because there's still treasure to be had. And we would be fools if we did not collect all of the treasure. So let's do that. Inside here is the Gemini boots. Nice little piece of armor if you're not running endgame stuff. Here's our monster quest to deal with. So, Olivier will soften them up. And Agate will scream real loud and finish them off. Almost. Well, we're dealing with less of them now, at least. And thank you, Tita, and instant death. I knew that was a great idea. Knew it was a good idea to have death blow on her. Mission complete. So that's our last monster quest. Now we just gotta take care of the treasures in this little area here. Tira Bomb. And the Death Blow 2 quartz. No other reason to really stick around in here, but just for the hell of it, let's check on the Airletin checkpoint, if it'll let us go that far. Yeah, it will. Right, there's a fishing spot here. We've established that. And there's no real reason to head down here and talk to people, but if you feel like it. Apparently we've run to another photography freak. But yeah, doesn't seem like anything's happened at the checkpoint over here, so no sense in worrying about it. Let's go ahead and get the last thing set up. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. Just remember to turbo your way through the area here. And we should be out of here in no time. So we got one left to set up at Leiston Fortress. We've also got a monster quest to deal with over there. So our path ahead seems to be pretty simple. But before I forget, you want to go cure yourself, Agate? Good. Now you're less likely to die. Although realistically, the only reason he dies is because I screamed while my health was too low. It does come with downsides, guys. So we've been to Leiston already. We know where it is. Just up the Soldat Army Road to the north here. Just want to keep my eye out for treasure chests. Opening it showered us in confetti. Yay! Nothing from that guy. I somehow missed this one. Any chance you can put that thing back where you found it? Anyway, this is mandatory because it's in our way. Oh wow, he did 1 damage to Olivier. That'd be impressive. It wasn't impressive at all.
Kiseki.
Alright. Monster down. Welcome to Leiston. Yeah, of course we didn't invite you to, infiltrating the army fortress. Alright. So let's talk to the gate guard, let them know that we're setting this up. Shouldn't be much of an issue. And hello, this is the second time we've talked today. So don't put it directly on the road, we want to keep it open for vehicle traffic. So let's find a spot to put it on. Obviously, we'll just automatically do that. Yeah, we'll put it right in front of the sign. Okay. These should all be sending the data to the Capel now. And of course, we've got a visit from our good buddy, our good old father, Cassius Bright. Seems like he's doing well. And he's decked out in his new army garb. Good work. You don't know the half of it. So yeah, he does work here, so this is his base of operations now. Days? Weeks? I can't even track the passage of time anymore. You realize, of course, that you gaze upon he who was once the great dandy of the royal army. Even Richard wasn't half the lady killer I was. Knew it, too. Yeah, we found a member of Ouroboros, so we might as well fill Cassius in on the results of our investigation so far. So, unfortunately, they're going to be relying on us for a whole bunch of this. Don't worry, I'll shower you in filial piety. And success, too. Otherwise, I'll never be able to properly retire. I tried to retire last time, and you guys fucked that up. So, General Morgan will be arriving. Seems like all the big heads of the military are gathering in one spot here. And it seems like we've officially adopted Tita into our family. Yeah, it seems like Cassius is on top of things. And it seems like, you know, they're not going to let us in on what they know about each other. Just be sure not to neglect your own mission. And that's part of the reason why you'll like to bring Olivier around. They seed hints about his true role into these things. Anyway. With all that set up, we might as well head to the central factory once we've finished all these cutscenes up. Okay. Just gonna take a quick moment here to check a few things. It seems I've got some emails while I was streaming. Okay, nothing important. Sorry. It's like, oh yeah, no, my email's gone. I'm like, oh shit, are these important? I don't normally get these. And it's like, no, it's not. It's fine. So yeah, let's head back. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away. And, the pace I'm going, I might be able to finish this chapter in one day. You know what? Let's shoot for that. Let's shoot for finishing this chapter, because I'm actually really close to the end here. Believe it or not. Yeah, that's clear. Report into Kilika. And I don't have to worry about, you know, loud sounds blotting out the stream for once. Me. Alright. Let's go ahead and make a save before we head in here proper. Yep. They're receiving all the data they need. This room's still the weirdest damn thing. Oh, don't worry, it gets weirder. Alright, looks like all the connections are stable. Let's see what we got. So now we're just waiting for an earthquake. Well, the factory's locked down for an earthquake, at least. And unfortunately, the next one will probably incur some property damage. Engineers can be really faithful, after all. I mean, sometimes when your code doesn't work, you just gotta pray to God that something's happening. I was going to church 3 times a day. After 39 failed experiments, could you blame me? Well, something happened. Alright, all 3 instruments are reporting changes. Septium veins are active. $1273, $378.02. Apparently the epicenter's Leyston Fortress. Oh shit, and all the guys at the, all the top brass in the military are there. Come on, soldiers. And of course, Cassius predicted exactly where this earthquake would be. Not that it's surprising, I mean, military centers were 2 of the places targeted. Yep. Nobody's got hurt. They were prepared for this in advance. And, what did we learn? The flows were altered significantly prior to the earthquake. Yep, someone's controlling septium veins in order to generate earthquakes. And a weapon that can cause earthquakes anywhere is probably our enforcer buddy, The guy in the black suit who's wandering around. Data starts stirring. And he's found the coordinate. 165.88 by negative 228.35. So if you look on the map, the coordinates are settled from Zeiss' center, so a bit to the east and well to the south. And of course the only thing to the south of here is Elmo Village. So it's somewhere around there. We're gonna have to go check out the hot springs. And we'll need Tita's help for this. Nagit's like, okay, I'm sick of saying no. You just make sure you don't die. So yeah, let's get to Elmo. You better hurry, or else. Well, I say that, but there is something we should do before doing that. That's stop by at the Bracer Guild. Talk to Kilka. And since we finished the earthquake investigation, we found all the bonus things. We got the extra +6 BP, up to 95 now. And if you're chasing after a quest on the Steam game to talk to Anton all the time, he's still at the Sanctum Gate and he has new dialogue. I might as well show it off, I guess. I mean, I think I've already messed it up because I missed the first one. So, like, don't mind me. But just in case, if you are chasing this one for whatever reason. He's back at the Sanctum Gate, around where you found him last on the roof there. Yeah. Lying down like this is just making me irritated. I really want to waste my days like this. And he's like, hey, you want to go to Grancel and just, like, chill out there? That's something you could do. But yeah. No real reason to do this other than there's a side quest on Steam tied to this. So if you want those sweet, sweet Chivos, don't mean a goddamn thing, go for it. Just straight up go for it. Whoops. That's the way to Leiston. Obviously, with the earthquake happening, it's locked off for now. And away we go. What the hell is that? Oh, that's one of those. I was like, did I miss a monster quest or something? No. Oh, something strange happened. Okay, let's see what's up. Oh, the hot springs are going wild. Hell, they're boiling over. That's way too hot for hot springs. No, the pump's working fine. It's probably something at the source. It's never happened in 50 years. And with the septium veins being activated, there's probably the cause of all this. So we're able to check out the source of the hot springs, and hopefully that will solve our problem for us. Yeah, with a situation like this, you can't live anywhere near it, so we need to solve this immediately. So they're giving us, you know, the classic, hey, this is a point of no return, hope you're ready, that sort of thing. So, should I do the dungeon now? Whatever, yeah, sure. Let's go, let's go. Shouldn't be an issue. Pump shed's locked, obviously. We don't want to go in there. In any case, welcome to the final dungeon of Chapter 2, the Hot Springs Fountainhead. Make sure you have all your wits about you as you head into this smoky old cave here. So, this dungeon has a gimmick. The gimmick is those geysers. They're really hot, they do a lot of damage to you, so don't step into the water. Alright. Thank you, Cloak Quartz, for being so useful. So just keep your wits about you, move carefully and deliberately. And don't get hit by spouts of water. As long as you're not stepping directly on them, you should be alright. Whoops. I got lost and I found the entrance. There should be a path to the north here. Grab Tira Bomb there. Treasure over here. There's a little path to the right here that doesn't lead you forward. So make sure to grab the treasure chest here. Rainbow Surprise is an attack ingredient. And yeah, you take a bit of damage if you walk around the hot spring geysers when they're going off. We've got health to spare, so it's not too deadly, but do try to avoid it if at all possible. got a bit too close. Okay, that's about what I remember it being. So take this little path to the northeast here. Find some sepith in the treasure chest. Got too close to that one. Normally I'm a bit more precise about this kind of stuff, but really bad at this sometimes. There's a natural hot spring here for recovery. So you can step inside. It'll recover your health, EP, and CP. So it gets you all set up for the boss fight ahead here. I'm just gonna soak in that until Tita and Agate have their 200 CP. I guess it doesn't recover your EP because Estelle isn't at max. Not that it's a big deal. She's close enough to max that it doesn't matter. There's a machine planker gun. And a softening bomb. That's all of the treasures in this little dungeon here. The main difficulty of this place being it is difficult to explore. And of course you gotta deal with all these geysers and such, so it's not pleasant. Once again, we'll be saving. Anyway, welcome to the boss. What the heck is... It's spread all over the ground. Glowing veins of... No way, it can't be. You sure know how to keep a guy waiting. Hey. A man with sunglasses. And on the pole. Oh, hell. Another gospel? Evening, ladies. Good of you to come all the way out here. I'll do what I can to make you feel nice and welcome. You're one of Ouroboros' thugs, aren't you? Enforcer number 8. Walter, the Direwolf. That's what they call me at any rate. I knew it. Let me guess. You're the one behind all those earthquakes, right? Come on. Let's knock it off with the obvious and just get down to it. This pole is a little trick that society's brains came up with to mess with septium veins. It normally just screws with the vein directly beneath it. You plug a gospel into this thing, though, you can cause a local earthquake or two. That's what I was asked to test. Your experiments are over, then. Yeah. Real shame, too. What I wanted to do was work enough power to shatter buildings. Couldn't quite get it to hit with that much force, though. Wait, but... If the buildings collapse, all the people inside would get hurt. You catch on quick, little girlie. Some of them would get crushed under the rubble, their arms and legs mashed into jelly, left screaming like pigs. Others, they get quick deaths, heads shattered like eggs, spilling their brains out on the road for everyone to see. Hey, I got an idea. How about we do that to you instead? That blonde head of yours looks pretty fragile to me. No, get away! You unbelievable son of a... Oh, now, what's with those faces? I've been doing you all a favor. You see, I just think the dreary, soggy porridge of most people's lives needs a little spice. Thrills and suspense, you know? The kind that leaves you in a cold sweat. Push the point, for you could die at any second. Come on, don't tell me I don't have your heart pounding. What are you, some kind of psycho? I get it now, though. You were luring us in here, weren't you? What? You allowed yourself to be seen all over the region, and Elmo's hot springs boiled over immediately after the earthquake at the fortress. It was all a way of broadcasting your location to us then. Oh, crap. Well, close enough for bracer work, I guess. Enough talk. Let's see what you're made of. Ah! The heck are those? There's some worms that live in this area. Apparently, when you stimulate the septium veins, they grow as huge as these guys here. Well, have fun, ladies. Oh, what the heck is this? You rotten coward. Fight us fair and square. Forget him. We need to take care of these things first. Courage, my friends. Anyway, surprise attack. Don't hit these guys until you're ready to kill them.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Fortunately, Olivier's art has forced the issue, so I can't outspeed them all, so just hit what I can. Fortunately, they're all spread out to all four corners, which is super annoying. But that's why you have 4S breaks. Anyway, I'll just show off what the Earthshaker does. Oh, God. I was worried for nothing. I'm too used to that being like 500 damage to your entire party, but, yeah, no, never mind. Screw tactics. That fight's a lot more annoying when that move actually does damage. Okay. Lost defeated. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry for hyping that up. Sorry for hyping that up, everyone. Their regular attacks were more powerful. Oh, jeez. That fight's way more annoying in base game. Such vulgar foes. I might have expected a bit much. I thought that fight would be a little less pathetic. Me too, Walter. Me too. Don't underestimate us, pal. We killed monsters like that plenty of times. Screw it. This is just sad. I didn't think you'd be this weak. The hell? I'm disappointed in you, worms. Huh? Ah! This is bullshit. Louvet was talking out of his ass again. Tells me the Divine Blade isn't the only one in Liberl who might give me a run for his money, and this is what I get? Gotta be kidding me. Well, nothing for it then. I'll just have to sweet talk the professor into letting me hunt old Fang Boy. It'll be a little more exciting than this, at least. What? Hold on! What? You can still talk? You disgusting sicko! Listen to me! You mean Joshua when you say Fang Boy? I will never let you hurt him. Estelle, I'll give you props on taking my punch and still being able to stand. Give it up. I can see your knees buckling. You really think I care about that? I'll find Joshua. I'll bring him home. And I won't let scum like you get in my way. Estelle. You get why they call me the dire wolf, right? I don't hold back for women or kids. Or both. You're a martial artist. Sort of. I hope you know what you're asking for by pointing that thing at me. Of course I do. You think you can beat me? Then come on! Nice. Tell you what, I respect your guts. You'll die in one blow. I'll make it quick. No! Estelle! Estelle! Run, damn it! Die. Huh? What? Yeah! Thank Adios. We made it in time. Chloe? And Zin? Hey, Estelle. Feels like it's been ages. I meant to come sooner, but work back home took longer than I expected. Glad to see I made it in time. Did you have to wait until the last second, man? So you're the A-rank bracer Louvet mentioned. Perfect. Been a while, Zin. That's right, Walter. I hardly expected to meet you here of all places, though. I always knew you had the mind of a wolf. But tell me, when did you develop the heart and loyalty of a serpent? That'd be right after we met last. I've been having the time of my life since I joined the society, too. You blind fool! Do you even realize what you've done? What you're doing? It would break Master's heart to see. Oh, spare me the righteous claptrap. You know better than anyone the path I've chosen. You keep talking nonsense, and I will kill you. Got it? I wonder, do you even know? Kilika's up there, in Zeiss. What? She's been working there as the guild receptionist for the past 2 years. Before then, she was wandering the continent. The hell? Why bother coming to a backwater place like Laburl? What's she thinking? I don't know either, to be honest. But I do know that, even now, she wants to see you. Set aside this Ouroboros madness, Walter. Go see... Ugh! I told you. Talk nonsense, I kill you. Well, hey. Forget Kilika. You being here just made my year. This plan of the professor's is gonna be a whole lot of fun. Wait, Walter! You ladies keep working on your kung fu until next time. See ya. Walter! Thanks for saving us, Zin. Why are you here, though? I stopped by the Zeiss branch and Kilika began fussing at me a little. She told me to hurry on over to Elmo to join forces with you. Kilika was worried, so I felt I had to come too. So we have Kilika to thank. Well, thank you too. You really saved us there. All that aside, you actually know that psycho's in? How's that shake out? He's an old acquaintance. I'll explain in detail once we return to the guild. With Walter's device gone, the dragon veins are calming, so the hot spring should cool down again. Stell's group took the chance to relax in the springs once they returned to the surface, before going back to Zeiss. Well, that was a quick and easy problem to handle. God damn, Walter kicked our butts. We didn't even get to fight him. Come on, we could have beaten him. And of course, Kilika had her suspicions about him. And yeah, she's chewing us out because we let him escape. You're far less cute when you do that, you know? And with that complete, up to 103 BP. And apparently they were all fellow students under the same master. Walter was the senior. And he left after, being recruited by Ouroboros, I guess. That explains why he hits like a freaking airship at any rate. And he is incredibly dangerous, because he just likes killing people for fun. And from what we can see so far, it seems the gospel massively increases the capability of other orbital devices. That's something we can say for certain. It seems they're testing just how far these gospels can go. And none of the major corporations could possibly do something like this. And with the RCL's engine complete, they can devote their full resources to figuring out what the hell these black orbments really are. And they'll probably continue their experiments all throughout Liberl, so we should move on to another location, see if we can find where else they might be hiding. Oh, Gransel's received a request, specifically from the Royal Army. Sounds like this involves us, so we have a new destination. And it looks like we've recruited a very powerful bracer on our side. Zin's gonna be joining our party too. Hey, I ain't so thick I can't see how good you are. Yeah, let's drag Tito along with us. You're not selling a new product here, Professor. Damn, Agate. Way to just propose to the girl. You want her to be someplace where you can easily protect her. Our rough raven wishes to be a white knight. How chivalrous! How manly! Ooh, given that look, I think Olivier is right on the mark. Aww. They're all so sweet. But yeah, we seem to be incredibly in over our heads, and all these enforcers are kicking our asses. You know, it's not a fun time. But we're done with Chapter 2, The Raging Land. And with that, I think it's a good time to call it the end of the episode. So, for those of you watching on YouTube and Twitch, thank you for your time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy what's being put out. And we'll see you next time for Chapter 3. I forget what Chapter 3 is called. I know it has something to do with tea parties. So, yeah. Join me for Chapter 3. Whenever that is. Maybe it'll be sometime soon.